Welcome to Bite Size Reactions. I'm Nick, and today I'm reacting to and listening to Epica Consign to Oblivion. So this is actually a reaction request from one of my patrons, Kitty Guardian. For those of you who don't know, I do have tiers on my Patreon where you can get either 1 or 2 reaction requests every month. But very, very excited to be reacting and checking out this one. I'm expecting something similar to Nightwish. I was told that Floor and Simone Simons, who's the lead singer, even though I've never heard her, but I was told that they're good friends. So excited for that, because Nightwish is honestly one of my favorite bands that I've been reacting to on the channel. I also will be reacting to Sancta Terra, which is another one of their songs. So as part of the request, that'll be out right now on Patreon for early access. Will be coming out here on YouTube in probably about a week or so. Let's just get right into it. Epica Consign to Oblivion. I mean, what a name for a band. What a name for a song. I'm pumped.
The last one for tonight. But you know, we always come back to Paris. Because we love Paris.
I want to go to Paris one day.
Last one for tonight. Everybody, you know the drill. Open up in the middle to create the wall of epic.
A wall of epic? Is that what you just said? I can already tell this could be a pretty legendary concert. I like the red lights and how dark it is. Or the crowd. I'm sorry to pause so much right at the beginning here, but the crowd is hyped, man. You can just hear it. They're so loud, they don't stop. Oh, we got a little piano with that? Okay.
Oh yeah, that looks good. Later on, I'll count down from 3 before we go, alright? First, hold! Hold! Hold!
What's it saying, hold? Are we talking about like hold the line? Like we're in Lord of the Rings or something?
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, dang, dang. Oh, dang, dang. I love the combination of her, like, higher operatic voice, and then he comes in with that, what is that, like a metal growl? I'm new to metal music, but that's quite the contrast, man. Oh, he sings too? Holy. Am I crazy? But he looks a little bit like the lead singer from the band Disturbed. I've only listened to The Sound of Silence. It's the only song I know by them. But His part is the best, I swear. I mean, the lighting is just really well done. Sorry to pause right in the middle of this, but I will just say, like, on top of the sound of the music and everything, they are putting on a good live show. Like, between the fire, I really like the coordination of the lights coming on and off, timing it to the beat. It just adds so much to the feel of it. It's really well produced, especially for a live performance, man. She has a great voice, man. She really does. Oh, that was so cool. What is that? Trumpets? Are those trumpets coming in right there? That sound is really cool. I don't think they came in any time earlier in the song, right? I like that a lot.
Oh yeah, you guys fucking rock! Thank you so much for this fantastic evening!
I mean, you rock, dude. You guys
See you
rock.
all soon again!
This is their closing song, huh? Like a harpsichord too, man. I swear, like the instrumental changes throughout this. It's like it. I said a similar thing when I first listened to Ghost Love Score, reacted to that, but it feels like it belongs in a fantasy soundtrack. The way the music kind of like changes, and I really like how they're mixing up the instruments here. Here. I think that's harpsichord. Oh dang, what the? He's moving through with his whole keyboard? That's legit. I mean, that's how you play the piano or the keyboard with some style, man. choir now, man. Who's singing that part? It's full craziness now. She's coming back. Oh, dang. What an ending. What an ending, man. I mean, that's how you close out a concert. Anyone who was here live at this event, let me know. All right, wow. So that is Epica Consign to Oblivion. That was powerful. And epic. I mean, of course, it's in the name, right? That gives it all away. But what a performance. What a show. I mean, I was impressed with pretty much every aspect of it. And just on the video side of it, I think it was really well put together, like I was kind of saying during the reaction. Like from the lighting, the fire, the confetti, and then also the production value of how it was filmed and color graded as well. Just very, very impressive. One of the better live performances that I've seen that isn't something like a Grammys award, you know, gigantic type of thing. And I actually kind of prefer this type of a live performance as opposed to something like at the Grammys normally, just for how it looks and feels and sounds. And then the actual song itself, I mean, packed a punch, lots of power. Simone Simons definitely has a very, very beautiful sounding voice that, you know, similar to Nightwish. I hope I'm not comparing them too much. They're just like the only style of music that are similar that I've been exposed to so far. So they just do come to mind. But, you know, really her voice providing that contrast to, you know, the metal sound of the music, to the metal screams. What's the official term for that, like, guttural metal scream that they have? I did like how they, like, all the members of the bands, or pretty much all, maybe not the drummer, but I think most of them were all taking turns kind of like doing the scream themselves. And I love the piano player, dude. That guy was a showman. He put on quite a performance. I love that they had a camera like on the keyboard as well as he's like moving it around. And I love the fact that he moves it around too, you know? It's like, I always liked, you know, I've seen some Elton John videos where he's like dancing around the piano like crazy, but just a similar type thing where you're really putting on a show beyond just like playing an instrument. I just gave a lot of like fun energy as well. Real quick before I wrap this up, I actually just want to look up the lyrics really quick because I wasn't able, there's no closed captions available. I didn't really pick up on most of the words, was kind of just taking in the performance. So just real quick, let me check that out. How can we let this happen and just keep our eyes closed till the end? The only thing that counts is the prosperity of today. Most important to us, that our bills get paid. Our good intentions have always been delayed. How can we let this happen and just keep our eyes closed till the end? When will we stand in front of heaven's gate? It will be too late. Huh. That's interesting. Is it kind of like making the point, that we're so preoccupied trying to pay our bills, trying to survive, which is, kind of a constant pressure when you become an adult, right? Anyone who's not an adult, you'll realize soon, but paying your bills, just kind of surviving economically is a big pressure for most of us as an adults, unless, you were born into a wealthier family or something like that. But it's almost like saying our good intentions have always been delayed. Like, we're so busy just trying to survive. Maybe we're not focusing on maybe more moral or ethical things in our lives. How can we let this happen? Just keep our eyes closed till the end. When will we stand in front of heaven's gate? It will be too late. Try to unlearn all that you've learned. Try to listen to your heart. No, we can't understand the universe by just using our minds. We are so afraid of the things unknown. I like that a lot. I mean, look, there's a lot of limitations to our rational minds and to our reason, I think. And the bottom line is, as much as we've learned with science and education about reality, there's so much that we don't understand. That is so true. And it is also very true. I like this line too. We're afraid of the unknown. I mean, who isn't? Who isn't? There's a reason why horror movies, most of the scenes take place at night in the dark where you can't see things. It's the unknown that is unsettling. A must we appease is the lust to get laid. Nothing really matters, just devouring our prey. Our good intentions have always been delayed, so our generous acts have always come too late. How can we let this happen? Try to unlearn all that you've learned. Low to the ground, we feel safe. Low to the ground, we feel brave. Yeah, kind of continuing. I mean, this is a really cool message. I mean, I totally missed all this, honestly. I don't know what it is, but it's hard for me to maybe hear all the lyrics, and maybe I'm not used to listening to metal singing or something. But I totally missed this. But I really like kind of this message of the song, like saying like not just our pursuit of things like money, and then obviously in this line like our lust. It's like that's what's preoccupying us. And even though maybe we know there's a higher path, a good calling, good things we can do, we're so focused on material pleasures, material requirements, and duties that we forget the higher good. Low to the ground, we feel safe. Low to the ground, we feel brave. Oblivici tempta quod dixti. You don't know that Latin phrase? Open your eyes, we're not in paradise. How can't you see this stress is killing me? Fulfill your dreams. Life is not what it seems to be. We have captured time, so time made us all hostages without mercy. Now this is like sounding like some Tolkien or something, like some epic fantasy poems or something. We've captured time, so time made us all hostages without mercy. I mean, that's a very kind of poetic way to put it, but I think what it's pretty much saying is, like we're hostages to time. That's a beautiful way to express it, Our lives are short, and you only have so much time to do what you're going to do in your life. And if you want to do something good, something meaningful, you have to do it now. Seemingly generous, fooling ourselves, selfishly venomous, time tells. Too much thinking goes at the cost of all our intuition. Our thoughts create reality, but we neglect to be. Oh, that's so true. I mean, I'm definitely guilty of overthinking, and not acting. And that's like the dilemma of Hamlet, right? Someone who's stuck, frozen about thinking about reality and thinking about existential thoughts and not being, not doing. So we're already slaves to our artificial world. We shouldn't try to control life, but listen to the laws of nature. I mean, come on. That's the lesson from Jurassic Park right there. Don't go against the laws of nature. And definitely, like, controlling life, I would say, and this is maybe just my personal philosophy, but I feel like the reality is most of our sense of control is an illusion, and that the reality is like so many things in our lives are outside of our control. Not that you can't control your life and make choices and do meaningful things. I totally believe that, and you should approach problems or goals with the mindset of being totally accountable. But a lot of life is outside your control, like where you're born, who you're born to, what your family is, where you come from, what country you're born into. I mean, I've said this before on either on my movie reaction channel or here, so I apologize for repeating myself, but I just so believe this. Like, if I was the exact same, I looked the same, had the same brain chemistry, all that stuff, genetics, but I was just born geographically in a totally different area than where I was born, or forget it, I was born in the exact same area, but my parents were different, or My parents are the same, but my genes are different. Just you change one of those factors and my life trajectory would be so different. So there is a lot. I really agree with that. There's so much you can't control in life, and you shouldn't try too hard to control everything. It's a loser's game. Open your eyes. We're not in paradise. I mean, look around. 2023, I think that's... I mean, look, I have a lot to be grateful for, but the world at large is far from some sort of utopia. We all think we're generous, but we only fool ourselves. The only thing that matters is our way and our vision. Man, these lyrics are hitting hard. I was impressed by like the sound of the music. I'm so glad I looked up the lyrics because they're great. They're really great. And that is so true. It's like, I would say most people besides like sociopaths or really depraved people, you know, like to tell ourselves that we're good people, that we do good things. But that's everybody. That's why it's such a perfect line. We all think that, but we're fooling ourselves. Like, it's so hard to get an objective view on what you're actually doing. Selfishly, we're venomous, but you know the time tells us there's more to life than our higher positions, race for perfection, better, faster. We must return to the laws of nature, free ourselves from madness. Oh my gosh, these lyrics are great. These lyrics are really strong. I don't know who does the lyrics for them, but really good. And also, like, especially this last kind of verse, this paragraph here, I feel like is so appropriate for kind of the sound and the animalistic, like, power that you hear in, like, the voice of their screams, right? You know, it's like we must return to the laws of nature. Free ourselves from madness. I just love that, man. That's really good. And you could, I mean, the madness, like I love that choice of word for referring to our preoccupation with things like status, with things like wealth, with things like material pleasure, for example. It's madness, you know, and to quote Avatar, The Way of Water, happiness is simple, and I also 100% believe that. And sometimes I think it's very easy when you're caught in the busyness of life, like this song talks about, like the stress, the lust, the race for things, trying to fulfill your vision, right? You can really forget kind of those fundamental things of what is fulfilling and meaningful and good in life. And I love it. I love that the choice of word is madness. Like, you have to free yourself. And that's so true too, because it is like a bondage. You know, if you're caught up in like this game of status and trying to outshine other people, it's a never-ending game. There's always someone with a nicer car, there's always someone with a nicer house, there's always someone who's better looking. Whatever your, you know, focus in the area of like status and comparison game is, it's a trap. You're never gonna escape it. The secret, you know, you're never gonna win it. The only victory is to escape it, I guess. Really good lyrics here. I am very impressed. That was great. Like I said, great performance, but really strong. I might almost like the lyrics more than the performance, and that's a compliment to the writing and the lyrics and the message of the song, because the performance was great. I loved it. I had a great time with it, but the lyrics make it so much, so it just elevates it that much higher. I really love that. Once again, thank you to Kitty Guardian, who requested this song on my Patreon. Otherwise, I honestly had never heard of Epica before. I probably would never have looked up any of their music, so I appreciate that. And like I said, if you're watching this on YouTube, out on Patreon, my reaction to Sancta Terra, Holy Land, is out right now as well for early access. You can do a free trial, so you can listen to it without paying anything if you want, just FYI. And if not, it'll be out here on YouTube in about a week or so. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next reaction.